Hi, fourth grade. Welcome to Wednesday Math. Today we're going to be talking about area and perimeter. Now, you've been doing perimeter and have done pretty well with that. Today we're going to be talking about area. And as you know, I love little tricks for remembering things, and this is what I want you to remember. Area is all, perimeter is the rim. So say that with me. Area is all, perimeter is the rim. Now I will show you what I mean on our math today. Let's all take a look at page 839. So look, it says here, a square with a side length of 1 unit is called a unit square, right? Okay, that doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out. This is a unit square, you see? And a unit square has one square unit of an area and can be used to measure area. Area is the number of square units needed to cover a figure without overlapping. This is the important one. Area is the number of square units needed to cover the figure. So what is area? The number of square units. So let's take a look. What you're going to be doing today is finding the area. So if you look at this, here's a rectangle, and they want you to tell them what the area is. Well, let's count. How many square units? 1, 2, 3, 4. It is 4 square units. Let's try this one. How many square units? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. 8 square units. That is the area. Okay? Let's look at this one. Okay, count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, the area is 12 units. Now let's try this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, 15. Now, that's going to get really tedious if you always have to count how many square units are in the middle. You are going to do that in your Excel today, but I want to show you the trick for rectangles. How many? They want to know what's the length and what's the width. Well, this one has 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, and it's 1. Now, look what happens. If you do 4 times 1, 4 times 1 equals 4. That is the area. Let's try this one. It's 4 across, and it's 2 down. What happens if you multiply those two? 4 times 2 is 8. Very good. How about this one? It's 4, and it's 3 wide. Well, what's 4 times 3? 4 times 3 is 12, right? Let's try this one. 5, 3. Well, what's 5 times 3? 15. So now you know. What is the formula for area? Well, we're going to turn the page now. We're going to talk about it on page 840. Actually, we're not. We're going to go over to 841 and talk about it. The formula for area is your length times your width, and that equals your area. I want you to write that on the top of this page, length times width. Now, that's different from perimeter. Tomorrow we'll talk about the difference, but right now you're just going to find the length times the width. So take a look at this. You can do this 2 ways. You can just count the square units. What's the area of this one? 1, 2, 3. Let's try this one. Now, I could count all of those, and that would give me an area. Or I can say, okay, this is 1, 2, 3, 4 across, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide. Well, what's my formula? Area, length times width, 4 times 5 is what? 20. Let's see if I'm right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'm right. So that's how we find area. It's going to be length times width. So if you don't have the picture, you can still figure it out. And that's why you needed to do some multiplication yesterday. Mr. Hart is we're on page 842. Mr. Hart is hanging a picture on the wall. The picture frame has a length of 12 inches and a width of 9 inches. How much wall space will the picture need? Well, what is it? Remember, it's length times width. So 12 times 9 equals, well, let's work over here in our little space here. You should have done some of this yesterday. 12 times 9. 9 times 2 is 18. Carry that. 9 times 1 is 9, plus 1 is 10. So that is going to be 108. How about this one? What is the area of a classroom with a length of 30 feet and a width of 15 feet? Well, it's length times width, so we're going to multiply 30 times 15. Now remember, if we have a problem like this, we want the number with the 0 on the bottom. So let's put this over here. You're going to put 15 on the top times 30. Now remember, you've got a 0 here, right? And now you multiply. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. So your answer is going to be 450. All right, so you are going to do, for your work today, 843 and 844. Now on some of these, you may need to draw the rectangle, but you always will do length times width. So you see this on this page. I want you to circle the formula. Area equals length times width. And over here on 844, I want you to write it on the top so you can remember it. Area equals length times width. Just worry about that today. Don't worry at all about perimeter. And so the other thing I want to talk about today, you're going to be practicing a little bit, is 2-digit multiplication. Do you remember how we do that? It's been a while, so I just want to review it with you so you remember the crucial step. Let's say we have a living room that is 25 feet by 18 feet, and they want to know the area of that, all right? So let's look at it. Do you remember how to do this? Why don't you do this one, stop the video, and then check your answer. Okay, let's take a look. Remember, 8 times 5 is 40. Put the 0 there and the 4 up here. 8 times 2 is 16. 16 plus 4 is 20. You write the 20 here. Now here's your crucial step. You put the 0 here, right? Then you multiply the 1 times everything. Cross that out. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 2 is 2. Line that up there. Add. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 5 is 5. 2 plus 2 is 4. Now when you do IXL today, this is how you need to do your multiplication problems. Do not use a calculator. Do you hear me? Do not use a calculator. Figure it out on your scrap paper and then write your answer in. Okay, 4th grade, have a great day. God bless you.